Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
This is the story of a DNA experiment gone mostly wrong.
BJ and Migs. Mornings.
Consider this.
This happy couple, for instance, have a real problem.
How could you?
Remain calm.
Out of sight.
Be ready for anything.
The pros and cons.
Do not cross the streams.
This is BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A specialty grocery store in Madison, Wisconsin. They're making big news because they have created a bratwurst infused.
It's a sick bratwurst. Yeah, it's got that influenza.
Check out that infusion. It's infused. It's a bratwurst infused with candy corn.
Huh.
Wow. Okay. We kind of have a little bit of history with that here.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. I mean, because at first I hear this, I'm like, I don't want that, but I never would thought I would want Skittles infused sausage from Blue Max Meats.
And it was super tasty.
And it was incredible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was the best infusion you've had.
Yeah, I would never want anything else infused in my meat.
So we got a couple of employees from the company and their thoughts after trying out the new Spooktoberfest brats from Jennifer Street Market.
I tried the beer first, and it had a good, caramel flavor. You know, what could go well with this? And for some reason, candy corn just jumped in my head.
Definitely hesitant at first. I didn't know how well that'd go over. I don't really like candy corn, so, 4 pieces max for me, and then I'm done with it. So, I was a little hesitant at first, but, just what the heck, why not?
Yeah. Doesn't say he likes it.
He didn't.
No, he didn't. No, he did not.
He just said he tried it.
He said, I tried it. I ate it. I put it down. I didn't get sick.
Oh, that looks like they have big old pieces of candy corn.
Oh, wow. That
is a large piece in there.
See, I was just thinking they would melt it down and use the candy corn juice for the flavor. I didn't think they had
juice. How do you juice a candy corn, Danny?
Well,
Wow.
But they probably wanted for the visual of seeing the candy corn in there. It's kind of like with the Skittles when you took a bite out of that sausage and there's Skittles in there. You're like, this is so trippy. It was awesome. Dude, I mean, candy corn's hot trash. So, I don't know. Maybe if you add some meat to it, it's better. I'm willing to give it a shot. Most things are better with meat, right, Vicky? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Skittles at all, and yet I really did like the Skittles-infused meat that we got.
Remember we got that, and we had it at the Super Bowl party, the one at my house, and we were just, devouring that Skittles-infused meat.
Yeah, so I think even if you're not a fan, somehow it doesn't matter. It adds a nice little flavor, but you still got more meat than anything else.
I'm going to give it a shot. I'm not going to order it. Like, you know, I spent money on worse things, I guess, but, you know.
I'm very surprised you're not going to order this. I mean, again, for your Super Bowl party or whatever party you want to have.
Yes, because, you know, Seahawks are definitely going to the Super Bowl this year. What are you talking about?
Of course. Well, Danny, what about your Halloween party? Would you order this for your Halloween party? I mean, it's kind of a thing you got to do, right?
All right, how much is this? Let me see.
That's smoke it. That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Actually.
Come on, Danny.
I'm in. I just let's see how much it is. Say have it shipped here.
Yeah, come on, Danny. I mean, this is your holiday. If you don't do it for your holiday, I think you're a poser.
Hey, some woman that works for NBC 15 over there in the town that Madison, Wisconsin, over there in the town where they did this, she tried it and said, honestly, this was delicious.
All right.
Oh, honestly? Well, all right, then. Thank you. So she's been dishonest the entire time she's reporting, but at least finally she's decided to be honest.
DJ, she's a TV news reporter. Of course she hasn't been honest. Come on.
We're not talking. Yeah, of course not.
No, another person says it's pretty darn good. Just a little sweetness to go along with your tasty brat. Don't hate it. It was good.
Okay. Jennifer Street Market in Madison, Wisconsin, and that's Jennifer with one N if you want to order this thing. There you go. That's how you get it done.
So what does it cost?
Oh, that's a good... Well, we got Danny on the case right now. Danny, what are we looking at?
I'm looking. I can't find...
Oh, it's priceless.
I bet they're selling these like crazy. They don't even have time to send them out to people.
Yeah.
Or no one's buying them, and we're just the only idiots talking about it. It's one or the other, BJ.
I feel like, you know what? No matter what, we are the idiots. And we are talking. I think that is at least something. I think that's true. 100%.
I can't even find their website.
I don't even think they have a website. They have an Instagram and a Twitter
and a Facebook.
Wow.
And no website anywhere.
Nothing. Yeah.
You know that's a good meat shop when they don't even care about having a website. They're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Just come eat our meat.
So they're not mailing meat to anybody. They're probably just doing the brick and mortar.
So
right.
Do we know anyone in Wisconsin that can get it for us and then mail it to us?
Well, my buddy, you know, our buddy Kipper McGee, I think he lives in Wisconsin, but I feel like that's a big state, and he probably isn't like right next to Jennifer's. Of course, it'd be great if he was.
Yeah, why she lives above it?
Right above it. Let me go grab some for you.
Yeah, listen, Kipper, this is a shot in the dark. I know, yeah, it's a big state, but you know this, Jennifer? Oh, of course I do. I'm right on top of it now. All I do is eat.
Yeah, they say it's slightly sweet and not scary at all.
Okay. Oh, I get it, because it's the spooky thing.
They also have a lot of beer, too. That's great.
Oh,
it sounded like they had a candy corn beer.
Yeah, craft beer, fresh produce, full-service meat counter, and award-winning cheese selection.
Time for a road trip.
Yeah. I heard the guy say caramel flavoring to one of the beers. That's what he thought of the candy corn. Mm-hmm. So a caramel beer, that would interest me.
Oh, apparently it's made with the Lake Louis Brewing Oktoberfest and candy corn, so they put a little bit of beer in it.
All right.
So maybe that's what neutralizes the icky candy corn taste.
Some people like it, you know.
I found an email. So I'm going to email them and be like, what do we have to do to get some of these sausages?
Tell them that we're serious news reporters from Washington State.
Yes.
Super serious.
Yes. That's a good call. Yeah, make it look like we're really professional. Yeah. I know it's going to be hard, but give it a shot.
And make sure your signature doesn't say Danny, it says Daniel.
Okay.
Then it means that you're real.
Oh, yeah.
Let me change
that's
that.
a really good
Yeah,
point.
you're real.
And you know what? Use Eric over there use his picture, over there at Como.
Eric Johnson?
Yeah, don't use your picture.
Oh, now we're catfishing them? I don't want to catfish them.
Now you're going a little too far. Wow.
Eric Johnson looks like a TV news guy. Danny does not. It's a small catfish. But you know what? Look, what are we going to do? We got to do what we can.
Small catfish.
All I told him to do was just say we're serious and have your birth given name.
I was going to say send
You're
Anderson
like full-on
Cooper,
catfish.
but everybody knows what Anderson Cooper looks like. That's why I thought, well, go with Eric. Eric is a good-looking news dude. He looks professional. I don't think Eric will mind if we catfish him to get some bratwurst, will he?
And if they respond, then ask if they want to see your little hero.
Oh, fair.
Wow.
If it gets the meat in our mouth, we're good to go.
Wow.
Okay, then. Holy cow. I think we violated some sort of copyright laws on this whole thing, so I'm going to just...
You started it.
I sure did. Do what you can, though, Danny. Get that. We want that. We want to check it out. We got a man that called 911 because he got stuck in traffic. And, man, he called him with my biggest fear because he had to go to the bathroom, but he was stuck in traffic.
We got the 911 call, too, BJ.
Oh, man. Steve will tell you all about this. He's got the Migs Report for you at 6:20 on The Rock.
50 years of KISW, brought to you by Palace Law. 99.9 KISW. Now back to BJ and Migs mornings on The Rock 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration for giving us the Migs Report. And earlier we were talking about sausages with the candy corn infused sausage. Today's the day I get to enjoy it on your pizza because it's National Sausage Pizza Day.
Oh, wow. Ooh, hello, Mod Pizza.
But more importantly, I feel like they should have waited until tomorrow to make this an actual day. Today is National Kraken Day. How weird is that?
Wow.
Really?
So close. That's
One
awesome.
day away from the big start of the NHL season, our first ever game in Vegas against the Golden Knights tomorrow. Speaking of which, we'll be talking to John Forsland, the voice of the Seattle Kraken, tomorrow at 8:15 to preview the season, or the first game at least. But how about that? Today's National Kraken Day. That's awesome.
Digging it.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, baby.
All right, this guy, well, he wanted to release his Kraken, but he was stuck in traffic. A guy called 911 in Toronto because he was stuck in traffic and he had to go number one.
Oh, I know that one.
It's the worst. But would you ever call 911?
No, I would never think it could. Because what could they do?
Right. I would just think, get off at the next possible exit. Maybe even just take some time. Since you're stuck in traffic, go get some food, enjoy your day. I don't know. Maybe there's nowhere to go.
Here's the thing. Stuck in traffic, though, Steve, because I have been stuck where your car does not move.
Oh, then just get out and urinate out there on the side.
That's what I would do.
That's the thing that would, like, if there's nowhere you can go where it doesn't look like you're doing it, that I would have a hard time with that, like, as it were.
Or grab a bottle. I guess if you don't have a bottle in your car, you kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So this guy, maybe he didn't have any of these things. So he did what most idiots would do, and that's call 911 and say, hey, can you help me out? And I just love the 911 operator, just how that person's dealing with this dumbass.
911, chief police, fire, ambulance.
I need police.
Okay, you have the police.
Yeah.
Where's the emergency?
Actually, the thing is that I have to pee and these guys are not moving.
You have to pee.
Yeah.
This is your emergency that you have to pee?
Yeah.
And how are the police going to help you urinate?
I have to pee, man. And
But I'm not sure what you like me to do that you have to urinate. I can't help you with that.
Goodbye.
It's a solid question. What am I supposed to be able to do?
And what do you want the cops to do? Like show up with a bottle?
Yeah. But I will tell you, I feel like if I get out and my brain says I could get arrested for indecent exposure, or people would be mad at me. If there was no bushes, if you're just on the side of the road where there's no cover, what do?
You know
someone's going to see you. Someone's going to have because of the way traffic works.
Lay down on the floor.
Lay down on the floor of your car, or you mean lay down on the ground?
On the ground, yeah.
Oh, and just go that way.
Yeah, just kind of like, and like tilt yourself so nobody can see what you're doing. You might get wet pants, but
that's
why pee your pants.
Just pee your pants at this point. Just do it. Whatever.
That's why I asked for a very odd birthday gift, but they got it for me.
A catheter?
Close. I said, get me one of those hospital pee jugs, and I keep it in the car.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. And people have said, "What? I keep it in a bag," but people go, "What's in that bag?" Oh, nothing. But I mean, if they looked, they'd be like, "Oh, but like it looks."
If you
like
were my Uber driver, I'd turn around and say, "You know what? I'm canceling this drive.
I'm good.
Yeah. Feel free to rate me low. I don't care. I'm not getting in the car with a guy who has a pee jug in there like that."
Well, but you said, "Well, use a bottle."
No,
right?
I know. You're bringing up good points. It just would be a weird visual to walk in and see one of those hospital pee buckets.
Yeah, they're much better than a bottle because they're designed for what they're designed. They got the handle, they got everything. I said, I don't care how I look. I mean, if I gotta go, I gotta go.
And you haven't had to use it yet, though.
Not yet. Knock on wood.
Do you keep it behind the driver's side or the passenger side?
So I can reach over. So it's the passenger side.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, if you're stuck in traffic and it's not moving, it's easy to go get it, really.
A text shows a good point. You're a big fan of the Run P app for movies. They need a Run P app for traffic. Actually,
yeah, you aren't kidding.
The update on at least on my iPhone with the traffic app that I use, like now it'll tell you how long you're going to be stuck in traffic for. Like it has like your GPS, and then if you look, it'll say like 12 minutes in the red. And I was like, that's kind of a cool thing to have.
Oh, yeah. You just noticed it, or you just got it?
I just did the update recently in the last week, and then I've noticed that on my app.
The one that I have has been telling you that for a while. They'll put in the red and they'll go plus X, like plus that many minutes.
Yeah.
How accurate is it? I don't know, but at least it tells you.
It's new to me. It seems pretty accurate, at least so far. I mean, I'm not pulling out a stopwatch, but it seems about accurate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to go up and down Meridian, so you need that.
Oh, man, let's head on over to Detroit, where an employee at a grocery store had to call the cops because a woman just went bonkers in the grocery store. She freaked out. She's 45 years old, and the reason being,
all right,
she didn't like the mood music that was playing over the store's speakers.
Oh, the mood music.
She felt that the song that was on was making her sad. I'm kind of curious what the song was.
Oh, yeah.
And she told the employees, of all things, like, I don't even pay attention to music. It's just in the background. But she's like, if you don't change the song, I'm not going to be happy with you guys. And they're like, we don't even know how to change the song. So she started screaming at them, and they called the cops. She left before the cops got there, but then for some reason, she also called the cops and told them where she was. She was sitting in a car about 2 miles away, still pissed off.
Wow.
And she accused one of the officers of lying and then tried to drive off. The cops had to use their cars to block her in. She eventually ended up being arrested by the cops, all because of the song.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more going on in her life, but I would love to know the song.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's The Sound of Silence, because that does kind of put you in a low mood.
I just think that Sarah McLachlan song that always plays with the sad dogs and stuff.
Yeah, that would be... Imagine if they played that at a pet store. Forget about it.
God.
Wow. That's
some
a good call.
Weird psychology stuff going on. Like, you need to buy some
It's
pets.
time to adopt all of these animals right now.
Take all of them.
Yeah.
All right. I think we all know what happened to Russell Wilson at this point. His finger's effed up. His middle finger can't flip us off.
Yeah.
Sadly, has a ruptured tendon in the middle finger. Dude, originally they were saying like 6 to 8, but of course it's Russell Wilson, and he's got magical healing abilities. And now they're thinking possibly he could return in 4 weeks, which would mean he would only miss 3 games because one of those weeks would be a bye week. Yeah.
Which, of course, is right back in time for the Packer game, right?
That would be right in time for the Packer. And if not the Packer game, then it would be the game after that, which I believe is the game against Arizona.
Yeah, the Cardinals. I think you're right about that.
Middle fingers crossed. I don't know what do we say at this point, but
dude, I'm excited to see Geno.
It's the Geno time, baby.
I'm excited.
Yo, if they go 3-0 with Geno, I'm getting a Geno Smith jersey.
Same.
Not a tattoo.
No, not a tattoo, just a jersey. I'll go with you on that.
And it might be a bootleg jersey. I can't promise you that.
Wow, I thought you guys cared. No tattoo for Geno?
No.
Wow.
If Geno takes him to the Super Bowl, fine, BJ.
Yeah.
I'll get a Geno Smith tattoo.
Oh, I don't even. Well, we're gonna.
But
have to
he has to be the starting quarterback, winning the game in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Not even takes him. You mean winning the conference championship? Because that would take him to the Super Bowl.
No, he has to. He has to win.
He has to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if they win the Super Bowl with Geno Smith as their starter, I will get a Smith 7 tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's a. Man, oh man, anything can happen. I'm telling you.
Anything. Hey, at least, Seahawks fans, I know it sucks being 2-3, but hey, the Kansas City Chiefs are also 2-3. They just lost to Buffalo yesterday. That was quite the game.
Buffalo looks like they were a team.
They got spanked, like 38-20.
Yep. Yeah, even a lightning storm didn't stop the Bills. I mean, it was a long delay, and they still came out and kicked their ass.
I seem to have a few Packers fans that are friends of mine, and it was fun watching them on social media, just like losing their mind, and it ended up being a happy thing for them because the team ended up winning, but they won 25-22, and there were 5 consecutive missed game-winning kicks during that game.
Yeah.
Wow.
For both teams, going back and forth. Didn't seem like either team wanted to win that game.
What is going on with kickers? It seems like this is not a kicker's year.
Man, it's not a year to be a head coach for the Detroit Lions either. They keep losing heartbreakers, like really tough losses, like where you think they're going to win the game and then something happens. And that happened yet again against the Vikings. It was looking like they were going to win. They even took a ballsy approach, going for a 2-point conversion that put them up by 1 point with 37 seconds left in the game. Everyone's feeling good about it. The Vikings get the ball. They march down, nail a 54-yard game-winning field goal to win the game. And once again, the Detroit Lions lose to the point where, I mean, you got to feel for their coach, Dan Campbell. He's struggling not to cry during the press conference.
When you see your players give all that they have and you lose that way, it's tough. You know, you don't want that for them. So, but we'll be better for it. We made the one mistake that cost us, you know, and so ultimately, we didn't do enough to win. But I was proud of them, and I love the fight they have in them, and I love the grit.
Because you had a
No, I'm sorry.
That's the.
Well,
that's
he
the,
did.
I don't know what
I feel for that guy.
Yeah, I watched Ted Lasso, and I haven't seen Ted really cry in front of the players yet, but maybe this is a new strategy.
That might be the first I've ever seen during a regular season a coach just crying because they lost. Like we've seen, Scott Service from the Mariners tear up because he just loved the team and they had a big come from behind win, and it was like happy tears.
Yeah.
But man, I feel for Dan Campbell.
I'm with you, dude. And the Lions, man, they are a hapless team. It seems.
What if the team just goes on a crazy run and just keeps winning because they just don't want to see their coach cry anymore?
Hey, look, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, man. Maybe if you get a tattoo of the Lions logo, you and
let's
Danny.
not get crazy. I'm running out of real estate.
Look, you guys need to really give up the body for people. That
how about you get a Boston Red Sox tattoo? Your team seems to be doing all right.
I don't need a tattoo. They're doing all right.
Big win. What, it was in the 13th walk-off home run, won the game 6-4. They have a 2-1 series lead in the American League Championship Series. White Sox finally won a game against Houston. They beat them 12-6. And now that series for Houston is up 2-1. National League Divisional Series, you got Atlanta and Milwaukee, both teams, they're tied at 1. And then San Francisco and LA also tied at 1 game apiece. Both of those games are going to be happening today.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the big controversy, Steve, when the ball bounced off the dude and went for a ground rule double because Tampa Bay was going to take the lead probably. And the ball bounced off the right fielder.
I was going to ask you about that because they had to send whoever had to score to run, they sent him back to third base.
Yeah, Tampa Bay is a very fast team, so the guy definitely would have scored, no doubt about it. But the right fielder smartly thought, whoa, as the ball, he didn't intentionally do it, but the ball bounced off him. He reached over to try to get the ball as it was going over the fence, and then you could see he realized, wait a minute, if I let it go over, it'll be a ground rule double, and the guy won't score. And so he pulled his arm back in. And they ruled that it wasn't intentional because it bounced over him. Because Fenway's got a really small right field wall. Any other place, it would have just bounced off the wall back to him. But the wall is smaller than the dude, so the ball bounced off of him back over the wall. And that's a ground rule double. And Tampa Bay got screwed royally.
Good old ball strategy happening during the game.
Yeah, you got to love the pinball strategy, my friend.
Hey, Sounders won over the weekend, 4-1.
Wow.
On top of the Western Conference. They've clinched a playoff spot, right, Danny?
Yes, sir.
Only a few more games, 6 games left in the season.
You have only 2 home games left.
And they're playing in Houston this upcoming weekend.
This coming Saturday, 5:30.
So go Sounders.
Yay!
Keep on twerking.
It is amazing, the Sounders, man. They just continue to get in the playoffs every season. It's wild.
13 straight.
Really?
Yes, this is the 13th straight.
Damn.
Wow.
Good for them.
Yeah, go Sounders.
And go Kraken tomorrow, man. Yes. I don't know about you guys, but I walked in this morning, I just started thinking about it and got goosebumps. I'm like, it all starts tomorrow. We have a pro hockey team.
Got a question.
Yes, sir.
Are we wearing our Kraken stuff tomorrow and Thursday?
Yes. I'm wearing it every day.
Wow. Okay.
I have a hat.
Oh, yeah, I got a beanie. That's right.
I'm repping the Kraken tomorrow for sure.
I just wanted to ask for a friend.
Oh, yeah.
And I might have made an impulse decision.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, it's going to take a while for me to get it, but I might have ordered a jersey from a different country.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
You ordered a road jersey, did you?
No, another home one. I wanted a Grubauer jersey.
You got another home one. You didn't even get the road one, which you saw.
He just bought it from far away.
Wow.
Right, yeah, it came from far away. So, I'll let you know how it looks in about 40 to 50 days.
It'll be interesting to see the quality compared to the real one you have.
I did it for science, BJ.
Oh, yeah, compare contrast. Yeah, sure, why not?
It was one of those things. I was on my couch, and I was like, I really want one with a player's number, but I was like, I kind of like keeping the one that I have, just plain, and then maybe at some point I'll just kind of put it away, and it'll be like a keepsake. That was the first ever jersey that I got. But I was like, I don't feel like dropping. And also, when I'm going to a game, I don't know if I necessarily want to wear a $200 and something jersey and spill beer and possibly cheese sauce all over it.
Oh, good call.
So I was like, I need something that I could take that I don't mind if it gets destroyed. Well, a $30 jersey sounds pretty good to me, boys.
$30?
$30 jersey. Oh, yeah, this is made in a country where they don't know who the Kraken is. They're just like, sure, I'll put some blue, I'll put whatever this thing is on there, sure.
Well, I mean, it's called the Seattle Crack-Ons. But, I mean, if you look at it from far away,
you can't tell.
It looks like Kraken.
Yeah, okay. All right, I am interested to see what comes your way. I don't think anything's going to come your way, or it's going to be. You have to get it multi-size, right? Did you go 3 sizes too big? Because sometimes in other countries they don't size the way we do,
so it'll fit you.
We'll find out. We'll find out how it fits.
I'm so excited. $30, sir. Here's your child-sized Kraken
Can't wait
jersey.
to see Lulu's New Jersey.
That's why, like I said earlier, I've spent worse money. I've spent money on worse things.
Wow.
And that's it.
This weekend, a perfect example of that.
All right, lovely.
As far as weather, it's going to be 53 degrees, partly sunny. Thanks to Kia Puyallup for giving us the Migs Report, and that's what's up.
On Friday, Steve did get this one wrong.
Hephaestus is the Greek god of what?
Huh?
Hephaestus is the Greek god of what?
Face?
No.
Love?
No.
Anger?
No.
The answer we were looking for was fire, sir. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.